Hey Virgo, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Excuse my voice. Virgo, I was sick for some time, so sorry for the delays for these readings, and I really needed to get some rest. But anyways, I am back. We're just going to start right into the reading. This is a general read. If you're new to my channel, I focus on soul growth, timelines, transitions. So what we have in front of us for general, and it's always this healing path. But what I will say, I've done, I believe five signs already, maybe 6 signs already, and 10 is a big number, meaning there's a lot of endings. So however it comes for you, it's an ending. So cycle is ending here. We have justice, which to me, with you Virgo, karma's been playing out for a while. This is about integrity. This is about fairness. This is about life. I think overall, you've got it next to the 10 of Wands, which is needing to drop some heavy burdens. And there's like a burnout here that you're feeling. So this is kind of like, keep going. That this just means this is challenging. It just means that you have to get ahead. And then the 9 of Wands, which is right before the 10 of Wands. So basically, again, this is a test of faith, and you get that a lot with your readings, Virgo, that you're constantly being tested, and there's a need for learning. I feel the biggest lessons for you is boundaries. I'm really picking up on some empaths here who need to learn boundaries, resilience. This is such a difficult, challenging, I really feel it's like a challenging awakening. It's a very long, it's been long in terms of the lessons that needed to be learned here. So let's see what your soul transitions are, Virgo. Beautiful. I love that this is coming out for you. Protection. The need of energetic, emotional, or physical boundaries is necessary for you at this time. All right, so we're starting very strong, Virgo. This is why I'm saying there's something about you needing to learn boundaries. And there's a divine intervention here, justice here, where the cosmos, source, right, are trying to teach you how to create this for yourself. I'm going to read this again, but it says the need for energetic, emotional, or physical boundaries is necessary for you at this time. This has been for a while, actually. And I think this has been kind of the long lesson that you've kind of been going through. Bottom of the deck is letting go. Releasing the need to control allows the universe to do its job. Virgos, you guys are very much in control. And this is how you counteract what the universe is trying to do. The universe is trying to do its job, and it's trying to help. So if the way the universe operates is they will give you extremely hard lessons, which is why I'm saying it's a test in your faith, and faith is something that's needed here. So let's see what your major arcana shift here. Even though we have justice, I'm going to pull from this deck what the major arcana shift is from this deck and what guidance we have. Okay, the Star, and we have the Moon. So a lot of things about the subconscious. And then in this deck, the Star is called celebration. So there's wonderful times in your life. No, this is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon, which is the Justice and the 10 of Wands. Whatever's difficult, it needs to fall away. But this to me coincides with the level of understanding that you come to terms that you need an energetic boundary here, emotional, physical, whatever it may be. The timing is right to make long-term plans for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. This is a test of faith. The Star is you coming home. You come home. And this is your test of faith of the universe and how you're aligned with it. Here we have the Moon. And it's about, in this deck, it's called intuition and insight. Your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now, so you can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others, and don't allow fear to or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. So I'm getting this two ways for you, Virgo. And yes, this is about following your own insights, because a lot of you, like I said, I've been picking up on empaths, and this has been a long journey to your faith, to who you are. But I'm also picking up on, I don't know, I feel this need to always be right. And I think it's just creating more anxiety. So this is where the boundaries come in as well. Let's get what you need to allow. I feel like Spirit will give me more on that. But and the reason I say this is because there's this releasing the need to control. There's a control aspect in you that you control either what you're allowing yourself to receive, which is, you know, the negative traits of an empress, right? Where you guys are my empresses in this channel. The empress always shows up for you. Let's see what you need to allow. Let me stay focused here. So much messages come in. Yes, I allow myself to be open to love. There goes that empress energy. There is, I feel, a negative connotation towards love and connections. And also it's your interpretation of love. So I think also how you interpret, how you give of yourself is something that needs to be shifted. Again, back with protection here, boundaries. Let's see what you need to surrender. Surrender your fear of intimacy and surrender denial. There we go. There we go. And this goes back to I allow myself to be open to love. There is definitely a negative perception already towards intimacy, love. You are ready to let love in, compassionately identify, and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. You know, there are things that are stopping you here. And there is a level of denial. So surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. I think it's our perception. Sometimes I feel I just feel there's an attachment to a story. This is where the denial comes in. And I think there's a very thin line here of it being something that is just easier to believe. So therefore, the patterns continue where the heart doesn't open. And which is what Spirit is saying, compassionately identify them. Like there's a level of denial. So you, in order to release this denial when it comes to connections, I feel like this is going to be your reading. So I'm already seeing what this reading is going to be about, Virgo. But in order to compassionately identify, because you're an empath, I'm picking up on a lot of you who are empaths, highly sensitive, and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So there is an attachment. This is what I keep getting. I'm sorry, guys. I keep hearing it. So when I say something like that over and over, it's because I keep hearing it. And I know it's a very important message. And it's one that Spirit is trying to convey, because we're back to releasing control. Releasing the need to control allows the universe to do its job. And I feel there's a need for control because, again, the fear of intimacy, fear of being seen. Let's get into your main spread now then. Oof. All right. It's a lot of messages, but we're going to take them. There you go. 2 of Cups. Spiritual union. I really feel Spirit is trying to align you. It's what you want. There's a need. There you go. I knew it. My empresses. You never fail, Virgo, to come here as an Empress. You just never do. And this is why I say you're my empaths. The collectives I have of Virgos are empaths, are very highly sensitive individuals. Here we have Five of Swords, conflict and defeat. And I just feel this is the constant struggle. There's a struggle with the way you give of yourself. I think sometimes there is this, the denial for me comes from this belief system. And I'm pretty sure the Hierophant will show up. But it's an attachment. And a lot of you may be from what you've learned growing up, your caring nature. We have new beginning, which I think is a great energy. This is the Fool. So to me, there's more about a risk and a need to take a leap away. Here it goes. You choose wisely, which is the delusion part. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. Seven of Cups. This represents the Seven of Cups. Choose wisely. And it's right under you. We have the Chariot right under conflict and defeat. So this is about your level of determination to conquer, to like release. And yep, here we go with Ace of Swords. It's a triumph. It's a breakthrough. It's integrity. It's truth. So this is where the justice comes in. This is what justice is. There's a level of integrity necessary here to find balance for this Fool's energy to come in. Remember how in the beginning of the read I said the 10s are very big in my readings this week. 10. Why? I associate 10 with the Fool and the Magician. The Fool is the 0, right? And magicians are the 1s. That's the 10. So this is an energy. The 10s are an energy of the Fool and the Magician together. And this is where we learn karma. Magician's about learning lessons, taking action. It's the third eye. It's the clarity we get. It's an understanding. It's a higher level of understanding, which comes from truth, especially it giving me the number 1 Ace of Swords. That means there's a level of truth in order for things to change, for this Fool to really start in your life, especially when it comes to intimacy, which we do have the Five of Pentacles in the bottom, which means not feeling like there's I just heard suppression. There's an energy of suppressing here, which comes from this Seven of Cups. You're suppressing. There's a denial. There's a suppression here. So give me more on this Empress energy, please. Yeah, your past. Six of Cups. But this is how you give of yourself, because we have the Ace of Cups, and then of course we have the Nine of Swords. I always tell you guys, you are strong with these Nine of Swords too in your readings, because you have air quality energy, because you live in your thoughts. And a lot of it has to do with how your generosity. The Six of Cups also has to do with how you give. And there's a lesson here always in terms of your protection. That's why Spirit is saying protection. The need for energetic, emotional, or physical boundaries is necessary for you at this time. That's how you give of yourself, right? You need to give self-love. Ace of Cups. You need to remember. And this is a lesson. It's a constant lesson I see in your reads. So give me more of this conflict and defeat. Why the Five of Swords? Ten of Cups. A lot of you, it's family dynamics. This is why I say belief system. You know, there's a desire for happiness, but there is a lack of fulfillment. And your biggest conflict and defeat is to feel fulfillment. Why? Because there must be a lack of intimacy, a lack of connection, something that belongs to you, probably. Give me more of this Five of Swords. Six of Wands. Yeah. And some of it has this validating need. So again, be careful with how you feel. Your emotional happiness needs to be validated. I think that's another lesson with the Six of Wands. I'm going to pull for the Six of Wands. It's like a need for gratitude too. Give me more on the Six of Wands. Yeah. Oh, I knew it. There goes the Hierophant. Eight of Cups. Hierophant, and there goes the Devil. Why? Because it's the attachment to a institutional way. I really feel family dynamics for a lot of you. This is a form of validation, feeling left out. And Spirit is saying you've got to walk away from that. There's a need to kind of release yourself to these attachments of thinking there's a one way, which is why Spirit gave us maybe it was in this deck. Where am I seeing it? I think I'm seeing it in my own head. I'm seeing something with conventional thinking. Exactly. So that's where the Hierophant comes in. So it's probably just the word that I'm seeing. Give me more on this Fool. And there you go. Queen of Pentacles. You've got to find the inspiration. Queen of Wands shows up. There's a lot about wands in your energy as well. So you have 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. This is about finding this soul fuel to ground again, which is your Queen of Pentacles. You need to find inspiration, also confidence. There are 2 feminine energies, also healing of the feminine energy here to really ground your energy, give yourself self-love. Queen of Wands is strong in protection. She knows when the boundaries need to be placed. So it's kind of like protecting your earth energy, Virgo, your Empress energy, your loving nature, your generosity, your need to mother or father. You know, remember this isn't gender specific. Give more of the 7 of Cups. Get out of the delusion. 2 of Wands. A need to get out of this 2 of Wands energy, this constant, I feel seeking also, because we have the World here with the man holding the world, but this constant confusion of which path to take. And I feel a decision just needs to be made. We're going to get more on this 2 of Wands. Yeah, there you go again with grounding yourself with the 2 of Pentacles. More a need to know. A lot of you could be finances, where your earthly plane needs to be grounded. So I feel there's an energy of you need to find your way in grounding. And in order for the confusion to lessen, right? To lessen up, because there's a lot with the 2s. There isn't a clear decision here. So let's see what this Chariot. This is determination with Chariot. This is the initiatives. A lot of it has to do with our earthly planes, really, where there's change we have to take with our either living situation, how we live our lives. Ace of Pentacles, earthly. I'm telling you, this is very earthly. A choice needs to be made here, Virgo, in terms of there's something physically that needs to change in your life. And it could be, again, where you live, but it's attached to your finances and I feel living situation. That's why the Ace of Pentacles is here with the Chariot. You've got to get determined. You've got to fix this. Some of you is, like I said, institution, family dynamics, belief systems attached to a form of way. Maybe seeing, oh, this is how our family has done it for years, or whatever the case may be. But you got to come out of that and find resilience and confidence. Breakthroughs, Ace of Swords. Allow, there we go, Magician. I told you. Magician, we talked about the 1 and the 0. The 1s represent the Magician. And this is what this is, Virgo. Your ability to come to terms with the justice, the karma, the lessons, the actions, all of it has to come from releasing this level of denial. That's why Spirit is saying accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Without denying the difficulties of what has transpired and the lessons it's given you. No attachments. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. And that's what this is. This is where we come to truth, dynamics, and then start making better decisions for ourselves. This is why Spirit wants you to compassionately identify your forms of intimacy. When it comes to your connections and your relationships. I think also this will open up the flood to a connection, which is the true desire, right? So I'm going to get a clarifier for this 2 of Cups. Five of Wands. It's where the conflict lives. You know, this lack of belief here. This is where your mind and your soul struggles the most with this Five of Wands and this Two of Cups. So in order to grow in intimacy here, there's a need for decisions, a need for clarity, a need to release denial, a need to nurture yourself here with the Queen of Wands, to embody more fire, more confidence. You know, I'm going to clarify that Queen of Wands. Yeah, there goes the Lover showing up and the Fool again. So that's about some level of confidence here. Game on this Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is, again, the protection, the boundaries. Yep, there you go, Magician. And the Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, it's right. The Fool is right above the Magician and the Ace of Swords. So this Queen of Wands is for you to take action. This is a very action-oriented, and to be methodical about how you're approaching yourself, protecting yourself, giving yourself self-love, bringing about the change you finally need. Ace of Swords wants to show up again. This is the clarity. I'm going to get more for this Queen of Pentacles. Definitely a need to ground here. Queen of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, fated change. And there you go. Yep. Oh my God. The same cards. The Fool and the Knight of Swords. This is you, Queen. The Knight of Swords represents the Queen of Wands, the Magician. You bringing about change. The Fool, taking leaps, trusting yourself more, grounding your energy, taking your own initiatives, and kind of giving yourself a new starting point in life. That's what this is. Let's see what the abundance guidance is for you. Release resentment about money. Yes, a lot of you, it's a lot of finances, like we talked about. Your earthly planes, your determination is going to change your whereabouts here. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So this is about releasing resentment. Some of you is again, family dynamics, what you've learned. Some of you have given too much financially and, you know, have neglected yourself, which is why Spirit is saying the protection as well. But here, raise and promotion. That means great fortune is coming here. A lot of it. That's why this Fool is here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. It's like, get into gear. It's a time to shift gear here for you. And then all will come, everything will follow. That's why justice is also here. So congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So take action, make the changes you need to make, get out of comfort zones. Yeah, so here we go with changes. A wind of change is breathing through your life. A new path is unfolding for you. Believe in yourself and stay strong, because it could be a rocky time. Sit back and enjoy the ride, which is definitely all the change in your earthly plane that's changing. Something's definitely unfolding with the Fool. So much is coming out. But it's why Spirit is saying believe in yourself, which is the confidence, right? And stay strong, the resilience. The confidence and the resilience necessary for this change. So I'm going to leave it there. Actually, wait, no, one more thing. Let's get a lesson. I want to see what the lesson is. This message can be very impactful. Wow, past life soulmate. You've had many past lives together. So a lot of you have a very deep connection that you're developing with Spirit, and I feel a lot of you are going to meet a past life soulmate, or are resonating with that when it comes to a connection. When we meet these people, a lot of the times it's to give us the biggest lessons in our lives. That's why we meet them again. We meet energetically with their soul signature in this timeline. I'm going to pull a card for this. Give me a clarifier for this past life soulmate, because this is a specific read. I mean, this makes it a specific message for this read, which I'm not diving into details here. Okay, so give me more on this past life soulmate here, energy, Spirit. So Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords and Knight. So all the Knights pretty much are here. The only one that's missing here is the Knight of Cups. You've got the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles when it comes to this past life. And what this means is, this tells me this was a lesson to get you going. Life needed a change in so many different ways. You're on a horse the whole time. It's led you to movement. And this is why I feel these changes are very, that's why it's Spirit saying is rocky. You know, you're not going to be able to see it because it's unfolding in its own pace. So this is definitely a wind of change, because all of this is, your hair is going to be blowing in the wind. The only slow one is the Knight of Pentacles when you choose to slow down, which I think it's really the necessary energy at this moment. But this past life soul mate has brought about a lot of change. Things probably felt and became upside down with this person. Now on my channel, I don't sell on you needing to believe that you have to be with this person. Why? Because I know better. We're souls who reincarnate here, guys, and our biggest lesson is not to learn detachment. So we have to learn and respect and see the silver lining about relationships here on earth. They're meant to teach us lessons. So they're either going to be short-term or long-term. And this fear of intimacy comes from attachments. And that's why Spirit, I feel like, is giving you the biggest lesson. And yes, as a highly sensitive person and a empath, that would, if you're attached to the concept here in the 3D of these attachments, then this is where the awakening process and the shifts will take a very long time, and it just prolongs, you know. So that's why Spirit is saying letting go, right? That's detachment, learning to let go. Releasing the need to control allows the universe to do its job, and the universe is trying to help you here to move your souls, to evolve your soul to the next stage here. So I'm gonna leave it there. I love you. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly and striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you into the next message. Bye.